Clash of Cultures Monumental Edition, 2-player game. JP playing as China, fenirob playing as the Mayans. Oh, Mayan.
Oh, goodness. Already.
Second half of the game.
The Age of War.
The Age of War. Oy.
Here we go. I'm going to take my first action to make this city happy.
Gotcha. All right, so action 1.
Then I'm going to activate that city to recruit.
Action 2.
For 2 food and 2 metal, I'm recruiting 2 soldiers.
Because it's happy.
Because it's happy. Then action 3 is going to be move. And I'm going to move them into here.
Nice.
So warfare occurs. Because of metallurgy, I can use my steel weapons against you since you do not have steel weapons for free.
Right.
So I get +2 to each combat round because you do not have steel weapons.
You get to use a card if you want.
Because of tactics, I can use one of these.
Right.
On a reveal. What is a clash ability?
Clash ability is when, so right now, if a helmet comes up on any of the dice, you get a +1 to your strength. Depending on the type of unit,
that's not actually going to help me because we know that the 5 and 6 both have helmets, in which case you'd already be doing enough damage to kill one unit.
Yes, 5 and 6 have the helmet on it, and that is all.
No, so I have no need for any of these cards, at least none that occur at this time.
Okay. All right. I will reveal a card that says, as defender, retreat to resolve any other on reveal effects first. There were none. Retreat to an adjacent space with no enemy army or enemy city. The battle is won by your enemy.
Okay. So I win, but get nothing.
I don't think you get anything for winning that battle.
No kills.
Yeah. So sad.
This has devolved into warfare. I guess I didn't know that this counted, but so it says play on your turn after capturing a city or winning a battle against any enemy. Even though you retreated,
you won the battle.
I win the battle, right?
Did.
Okay, so this good idea lets me just gain 2 of these.
Wow. You had a good idea from fighting?
From walking into a field that you walked out of, not even fighting.
Awesome.
So that is now discarded.
Well done. Judge says we'll allow that.
Okay, great.
All right.
It didn't feel like a win, so I wasn't sure.
It does. It says your enemy. It specifically said on my card, your enemy wins the battle.
Got it.
I'm activating that city, and I'm going to use draft, which means I can spend one of these for one of the units.
Right.
And I can spend an ore and a food to build a second one.
Okay.
And that is action 1.
If you strike me down, I shall return stronger, or something, I don't know. He says wearing Star Wars shirt.
Are you going to retreat back into your city and go away? Can we call this, you defeated me in battle, you got 2 ideas, can we call this a truce? Are you going to come back in and I mean, it's just like we're going to spend the rest of the game building units and fighting, which is fine. The people at home haven't seen this kind of
I was about to say, that they maybe have not seen a combat-heavy game.
All right.
It tends to not be my style.
Understood. Because, all right, well, that was action 1. I feel like I want to move all 3 of my guys right into your, but then they can't move again. But if I kill them, it won't matter.
I was about to say, if you win.
Yeah. You know what?
Give the people what they're asking for. They want bloodshed.
Let's party.
We have too many peaceful games.
If I attack them and they don't, all right, and we still have cards that we can play.
And if we're going to play a card at any time during, unless it says like after the battle's resolved.
Right.
You have to play it out at the beginning of the fight.
That's right. If they simultaneous reveal on those.
Got it.
Yeah, because if I don't kill those guys, they could go straight into my capital. I mean, they can. Oh, you don't have the opportunity to retreat. Only the attacker can retreat in a battle.
It was only because of your card that you were allowed to retreat.
Right, and I did it, I guess, before the battle started. And
Yeah.
All right, well, in that case, you can't retreat.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack.
Okay. So that's action 2.
Action 2. Let's roll. All right, you get 2 dice.
2, you get 3.
And you get +2.
And then if I have a card, I can...
Yeah, and I'm going to look, but I don't think I do. I don't think I'm playing anything.
I'm going to do this one. Which I think I understand that I have played it at the right time. So I need to go ahead and reveal it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So correct me if I'm wrong. This says, on reveal, roll a number of dice equal to the number of armies you have. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you may cancel 1 hit during the remove casualties.
So you can...
So that is separate from my roll to attack.
Right, so right now you can roll 2 dice. If you get... I think you may... The max you can do is cancel 1 hit. Does it say roll 2 dice or roll 1?
Roll dice equal to the number of armies you have.
Okay, and then it says...
If you roll a 5 or a 6 on any die, you may cancel 1 hit.
So you can only cancel 1 hit once.
Yes.
You get 2 chances.
So if I get a 5 or 6 right now, which I do not.
You did not. All right.
This is now gone.
Okay, so now we're just like straight up, but you get a +2 to your total strength.
Correct. Because of steel weapons, which I use for free because of metallurgy.
All right.
I also have fireworks. When removing casualties, I can pay 1 ore and 1 wood to cancel 1 hit. During the first round of combat.
1 ore and 1 wood during the first round of combat.
Yes.
So you're only going to get to do that once.
At best, I can 1 time pay, and it would have to be gold.
So the only way I can kill you right now is to roll
3 fives.
3 fives.
3 fives or better.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what happens. You got 1 hit for sure.
A 5 and a 2 plus 2 does not mean
That's
does not
9.
get enough.
Right. So it's just 1. Okay. We got to get the dice tray out.
Right.
So that's 8. That's 6, 9, 12.
So you're gonna get
2 hits.
I get 1.
Right. Minus 1.
So
you're gonna minus 1.
Both of mine die, but I'm gonna pay to keep
1 alive. And that's the only time you can do that.
Right.
And I lose 1. I do not wish to retreat.
Okay. I cannot use fireworks anymore because that's only the first round, but I still get my +2 for steel weapons.
Correct. And I only get
I only get 1 die.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll off the board and tell them what we got.
Oh my goodness.
I killed you.
I believe that is true. And I have no way to recover on the first round. Nope. That is death.
All right, and those guys can't move anymore.
Correct.
Same thing. You can activate your city, and you can build. But you can't even build 1 soldier
Not currently.
Without you have to get resources first, which
Correct.
would require an action.
Yeah.
So maybe for the time being, we can call this a frickin' truce, and I'll let
try.
you can keep your city for the rest of the game. I promise I won't attack it.
Okay.
But you need to start building over there.
I've got
planes.
like 7 objective cards that are found on the other side of the world. Okay.
We can trade objective cards.
I know. I've got an action for it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think for my last action, because for you to attack me there is just crazy. You'd have to leave your city basically unprotected. And then I can just take your city after that.
Right.
So instead I'm going to move. And this guy's going to move here first. So let's see what we get.
Okay.
Well, that's what we get. So he is there.
Well, not to give you extra actions, but hypothetically, you could, on the move action where the army moved in to attack me,
Could have moved them anyway.
you could move 2 other groups.
Yeah, right. And I would do that. Thank you for that. I'll just put that guy there.
So you still have 1 more action.
I do. Thank you.
You're welcome. I like this rocky cliffside here of the ocean.
Yes, I feel like that's, what is that, the Pacific Highway? Will eventually be built there someday? Or maybe Scotland?
The White Cliffs of Dover, if these were all white mountains.
Sure, we'll make them white.
Gray. We'll do it in post.
And none of them are in mountains, so we'll move. And we'll move.
As an additional action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's all 3.
Yeah, and I don't have anything crazy that happens.
Wait.
Well, it doesn't even matter if they're mountains.
Yes, because you recruited, then you moved, and now you have moved a second time.
Yeah, and those guys couldn't have moved because
Correct.
they fought in a battle. And that is it. I'm done. Oh, well. Okay. Had to do what I had to do there because it was going to get ugly.
I mean,
It was ugly.
It is
War
ugly.
is ugly.
War is ugly. I feel like I'm behind, and warfare is my only path forward is to just take from you what I can.
You know what stinks,
but I'm behind
though?
on those too.
What stinks, though, is that if I had something awesome, like win a battle after,
I know.
you've beaten an army
That's the thing.
with at least 2
Some
units.
of my objectives, which are the green side is literally uncompletable. The other side is kind of warfare completable.
I gotta tell you, if Evil
But
Jeff is
none-
watching this
none
right
of
now,
these-
he's having a good time.
I don't. Yeah, sure. This is out of my comfort zone. Normally, I'm an
I'm
arts
not
and sciences
comfortable. I
person.
don't like this, and I feel like I'm doing okay.
You're doing. Yeah, I feel like I'm considerably behind. That's why I feel like I've got to commit deeper, right?
Well, you could, or you could try to look. Right now, I have 2 points. I have 4 points, and you have 3 points currently, and plus that, and no one has completed an objective. So after all of what has war done to us?
Well, nothing. But if I had won a battle, I'd maybe have.
But you didn't.
2 or 4 more
But
points.
you didn't.
I didn't.
You're going to commit all the resources to get those 2 points?
Here's the thing: if it gets me 2 points and you -1 point, isn't it worth it in the end?
We'll find. I think we're going to find out because I think you're just going to pursue this ill-advised course.
Yeah. But the other problem is this relies on die rolling, which I am historically bad at. See the Star Wars game that we played.
Yeah, I'll put
Right?
the link up to that one.
Right?
You only have to watch about 10 minutes of that.
To understand, yes, it is. The loss is clear very early, and it is all thanks to die.
You can Euro me to death with
I
objectives
can,
that
but
do other
boy,
things. Get
if
some
I can't
cards.
roll better than a 1, which I would like to point out, I've rolled in 2 of my 3 combat rolls so far.
I feel like
a
you were the
1.
aggressor here.
You did take my settlers, though.
Your settlers that were moving into
Neutral
literally
territory.
Neutral territory. Well, I had to establish the borders.
Neutral territory.
It's halfway in the middle of the board.
All right.
You crossed the line.
Okay.
Comment below if you think I'm wrong.
No, I probably just should have from the beginning. If I just sent the soldier with them and said
Yeah,
those
take
guys
your
will take
chances
care
with the
of.
barbarians. You
Then
already
you
raised
probably would have
the
let it
city.
go.
If you hadn't raised your city, you'd have 4 points.
Yeah. And the barbarians wouldn't have attacked it yet.
That's true.
They've avoided me so far. So I should have just left the city over there. What did it get me? 1 gold that I spent on a soldier?
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, we are in round 2 of age 3.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I couldn't even, without activating the city twice, I couldn't even get 2 soldiers out on the board.
Yeah. No, you could activate that city once and
I would only get 2 resources from here.
right.
So I could get a medal and a food,
Oh,
but that would be
right.
the cost of 1 soldier, in
That's
which case
right.
I'm fighting an uphill
Yeah,
battle to
that's
begin
right.
with. So
I don't think you'll be able to mount an offensive on this exact turn. Let's just say
Right.
that. It's time to research, bro. Even your steel weapons couldn't help you. When will you learn
No.
that peace is the way?
when you've got fireworks, you feel like you got to use them, right?
Gandalf had fireworks and he used them for good in the Shire to make the people happy.
Yeah.
It's not too late to turn to the light side.
And this can only be used for research.
Yeah, research. That's right. Your ideas can't kill me, even though you got ideas from marching into a field.
Marching to a field that you just walked out of.
Well,
Okay.
No blood was shed. See, you should have learned from that.
Okay. And I don't have any happiness, so I couldn't even take draft and then use that to get an army. I am going to research and... No, I'm going to activate the city. I'm going to get a food and an ore.
Okay, action 1.
Here's the thing. I have to put at least one soldier here because I can't let you take that city for free. Even if you say you're not going to.
I'm fine with that. I think adding a soldier there would not violate my proposed peace pact. Now, if you come at me with that soldier, I don't want to. I will bring all I can.
I don't have enough currency to do anything else. Can I do a boat? What does a boat cost?
You know, a boat's going to take a while to get to me.
Oh, and I don't even have a port, so I can't even build a boat.
No.
Never mind.
Do you even have fishing?
No.
So you can't even build a port.
No one needs
fishing.
fishing.
You don't have fishing. You can't build a boat because you don't have a port.
What about elephants?
That's cost a market.
I don't have a market.
Yeah, look at you. Look towards peace.
Why do you need to barter to get an elephant? Aren't there elephants in China? That's a thing, right?
I don't know. You still have to barter with somebody. Even if it's a country person.
Okay, so I have now activated both cities. So then for the third thing, I will research So I'm going to take husbandry, which gets me one of these. And
you're going to get an objective when it comes around.
Allows me to
fill all of the agriculture. So you're going to get your 2 points anyway.
I don't have that.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, man. All right, that is your third action.
That is my third action.
And you took it out of the event space.
I did. I got a happiness because it's a happiness. That's the thing that I keep forgetting. And it gave me one over here.
Gotcha. Okay. This is unfortunate. Some of these are very unfortunate.
Your objectives?
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally, of my 4, I think one complete. Oh, I literally can't complete this in the same turn as the other one. I have 2 that are the same thing, and both say you can't do if you do the other one.
That makes sense. Got to do it twice. You want to trade that to me? Is it something I can do?
I don't
for 2 points.
No,
I literally trade it.
Of my 4 objectives that I have right now, one is maybe completable in the timeline that we've got left.
All right, good. Get working on that wonder, big guy. You might be able to get that done. I'm looking at mine too. I don't know if I can, but I might be able to. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to found a city here. So this goes away and this city gets founded, which means it says gain 1 culture or 1 idea when constructing an obelisk, founding a city, or capturing a city.
Great.
So I'm going to take the culture.
Okay.
I'll take culture. Activate this city and collect resources or wood. Then I'm going to activate this city. And I'm going to recruit with the draft a unit and place it here.
Okay.
Just in case.
Fair.
And that's my 3 actions.
Okay.
So here we are in the final round of Age 3.
I'm going to activate this city and get 2 food. I'm going to activate this city and get 2 food. I'm going to spend a gold and a idea to get voting.
Voting?
Which allows me, I have made, this is a government advance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then from over here, I also get fighting bands.
What do those do? They sound nasty.
Once per turn, as an action, I can exchange any number of settlers into infantry or infantry into settlers.
Gotcha. All right.
Wait. Yeah, any of your settlers into infantry and infantry into settlers. And that's as an action.
Gotcha. Alrighty. And that was your 3 actions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you got resources twice. Okay. I am going to activate this city,
Okay.
and I'm going to build a port.
Sure.
Put that sucker right now. Now we're a port city.
Love it.
And that costs me one of each. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and I do have fishing. So that's acceptable.
Great.
What am I not doing though? You're pointing at me.
Nope, that's action number 1.
Oh, okay. All right. Action number 2, I'm going to activate this city, and I'm going to get 2 food because they all.
Mountains are food.
Mountains are people. Then I'm going to go for an advance. I'm going to go for public education.
Okay.
And that's going to cost 2 of these. And this goes here, and I get a happy, sad face. Definitely happy because we're educated, although we may be melancholy because we know things that we shouldn't.
That's true.
In the future, if I had a city with an academy,
Right.
I would get an idea when I
happen again
collected
someday.
resource. I hope so. After our truce takes purchase. And that is it for
Maybe I want to go liberate that city.
Those were
You
my
ever thought about that?
Go get it. And my building will still be there. Get that 1 point.
That's true.
And then when you get public education, you'll get to use my city.
Great.
All right. That is the end of that. So now we go to the status phase. Can you complete any objectives?
No. I'm not sure these are completable. These objectives are made up by a madman.
This says coastal culture.
Yeah.
You own more cities with ports than any other player.
Well, you do.
I do. That'll be 2 points at the end of the game.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Well, your science is ahead of me. You got me in science. I have you in buildings. It's way close.
Yeah, but
right
science
now.
is what, half a point per advancement?
Yeah, but you had 17 to my 12. Now it's 17 to 13. So you're still
right.
in the hunt. All right. That's our objective. I don't have any that I don't think I have any others that I could do. No. But now we can each receive our free actions. I mean, our free advances.
All right.
Are you about to trigger an event?
I think I have to, yes.
Yeah. Well, not yet for me, but get something good.
Let's take medicine, which gets me one of these. And because of philosophy, it's a science advancement, so I get an idea, which triggers an event. The barbarians eat your children.
Barbarians move. So they have to move closer to your cities. Anyone within 2. And that's the only one.
Right.
Then they spawn 1 in each of the cities that are already on the board.
That's within 2 spaces, right?
Yes, within 2 land spaces of your city.
Which that one is not.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, and now the event.
What's the good half of
Population boom. Place a free settler in one of your cities.
Hey.
Then select an enemy player who also gets to place a free settler in one of their cities.
I don't like this.
If possible, you must select one that has one.
Yeah, go for it. It's yours.
Ugh. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's not horrible. Fact. That turns into a warrior if you want him to be.
That's true.
Actually, I'm going to put him here in this spot there.
Okay. That is the event. I will reload my...
All right. Mine that's going to cost me one of these is going to be free education, which gets me another happy face.
Ridiculous. Educating for free?
What kind of savages are we? After buying in advance, using at least 1 gold or 1 idea, may exchange 1 idea into a happy face. That's like a one-time thing per. I'm not going to do that ever. That's terrible. My God, that is bad. Why did I do that? Okay.
It's a great mystery.
But that cube came off. Now you go to your second one.
Yep. And this one comes from the bag.
From the bag. Remember, when you defeat a barbarian army, you do get gold.
Yeah.
You also get 1 if you capture their city while doing it. Man, those guys are on your doorstep now.
There they are. Let's take astronomy.
All right. Get you that culture token. Well, that puts you in the wonder ballpark. That's 4 points if you can score that, baby. But you got three turns to do that.
Yeah, that's a lot of
I mean, it could be done though. I mean, you can just pump up the resources, but you have to build it in a happy city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take philosophy. Immediately gain 1 idea.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you get a happiness token for.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Philosophy.
Definitely happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the future, every time I get a science advance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go. All right, that is it for that. Now we draw. This is the part you've been waiting for.
Yeah, because they've been so helpful so far.
Well, your actions, you're a big fan of them early. Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's a matter of. Right now, it's just a matter of maximizing points where you can get them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to raise a city?
No,
I do not. I do not. Do you want to change your government?
I cannot legally, so no.
Oh man, I should have been getting tokens every time I recruited. I think I did. It doesn't matter. I've blown that. Oh, that costs me though to move it. It costs you. I'm not going to change my government. I'm just going to remember that when I recruit, I need to get either a culture or a happy face.
Got it.
Okay, that is it for that. Determine first player. Still your choice.
I guess I'll just keep going first then.
Okay. This is it. The last age.
I am going to activate this city to recruit. I'm going to pay 4 food to get 2 settlers.
You're just going to go out there and populate the earth with your settlers/fighters, your raiding parties.
Yeah.
My spies know that you have the raiding parties advance,
That's
and
true.
we are watching.
Now, because of sprawling, immediately after I recruit at least 1 settler, I may move my settlers in cities and nothing else as a free action. So these 3 are in a city, so I'm going to move them out of the city. Let's go. Let's go like that.
All right. Barbarians are taking note. They're like, oh, look at those people we can raid.
Right.
They don't know they're hiding weapons with steel.
Everyone has a sword.
You're right. And
Everyone's got a sword.
they all are extra sharp.
Then I'm going to activate this city, which is going to make it unhappy.
Oh yeah, real unhappy.
But
do what you were gonna do
first, I get, because of the rice patties, I get 2 food.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to take, where is it? I'm going to take 2 metal, but because of metallurgy, I can actually take one of them as a gold instead.
I like that.
Then the city becomes unhappy.
Yeah. Is that all 3 of your actions?
No. Then I'm going to found a city.
Okay.
We'll do that one.
All right. I see it. I am going to activate this city, and I am going to collect resources. No, actually, if I activate this city, I can collect 3 resources, and I will. And I have 3 mountains, which basically means I can get what I want. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to grab an ore for now. So that was action 1. I'm going to go ahead and research 1, 2, and I'm going to take math.
Okay.
I get a culture token. But that does trigger an event. Major earthquake.
Uh-oh.
All players with at least 3 cities, which you just got that right.
Yep.
They must remove their choice of 1 to 3 city pieces in total from their cities. Settlement pieces must be the last removed piece of a city. They must remove their choice of one. Okay, keep this card. Place all removed city pieces on it. Each building and settlement piece is worth 2 victory points to the player who owns the piece. In some cases that were under cultural influence, each wonder piece scores normally, but its powers no longer affect the game except for the Great Pyramids. So basically, we must get rid of one. So you have to get rid of that observatory.
Okay.
You may get rid of
more
if you want. I must get rid of one thing for sure. But if you choose to take more than that, they're 2 victory points. So those cities that suck. This says it says they must remove their choice of 1 to 3 city pieces. Oh, if a city is reduced in size but not destroyed, reduce its happiness 1 step.
I mean, he's
All
already
right, you're
happy.
good. I'm not. Settlement pieces must be the last removed piece of a city. All right, well, I'm going to get rid of just one myself.
Okay.
I think, because I just don't see why. I don't know that I can afford to get rid of the...
Yeah, I don't see how getting rid of the full city helps me much, other than the fact
You
that
can
it's
get rid of a
happy.
different city for 2 pieces, for 2 points instead of 1, but that will affect any other buildings you're allowed to make.
Right.
I think I'm just going to go with the 2. I'm too afraid to go with more than that at this point.
Just stay even then.
Yeah, right. Well, that was a sucky event.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Okay, well that is the event.
Reload your little cubes.
And that was my second action. I collected resources. I did that, and now I got one more action. And I got math, right? So I get one of these because it's a science advance.
Because of Philosophia.
Then I'm going to use this to do that again. And I'm going to go here to astronomy, which gets me another idea from that. Navigation and cartography can be bought at no food cost, and I do get a culture token. Moving on up. All right, that's it.
Okay.
Storming towards the end of the 4th age.
So I get 6 actions left, split over 2 turns. And I don't know. I am going to activate this city
Okay.
to collect resources.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, this city is now
Because you lost
because of the earthquake.
building.
They're upset.
I was
about
already unhappy, so nothing changes about
the
it.
major earthquake that I caused, obviously.
That you caused and sunk your port into the sea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to activate this happy little city over here. Because of irrigation, I can gain up to 2 from settlers that are in plains.
Correct.
So I'm going to get 2 food. Then I'm going to get 1 for the city and +1 because it's happy. So I'm going to get 2 metal. Because I gained 2 metal, instead I can take 1 as a gold
That's right.
because of metallurgy.
Nice. Very well done. You're
That is
resource rich.
action 1. Action 2 is I'm going to make this city happy. By spending 1 token,
Yep.
I'm just going to put it straight onto there.
Yep.
So this city is now happy. Action 3, I'm going to now activate this city to collect 2 metal, but because of metallurgy, I will make it a metal and a gold.
Indeed.
3 actions.
First thing I'm going to do is increase happiness. And so this is a city size of 2. So I'm going to just flip that over for 2.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make this...
Flip it to neutral.
To neutral, right. I'm sorry, so it goes away. And then I'll use the... so that goes away. And then I'm going to spend this one to make this city happy.
Got it. Is that all 1 action?
Yes, for happiness you can do
as
all
much
your
as you want.
cities as long as you have the stuff to spend.
Got it.
Then I'm going to do this that says pay 1 culture. Get an advance at no food cost for free from a cube from your supply and not the event tracker. So I'm going to take medicine, which then increases me an idea. After a recruit action, get 1 spent resource. And I do get a culture token for getting medicine. So that was the culture token I spent. But that was an action. Oh, I'm sorry, that says free action, actually.
Oh.
Because I spent a culture. So I still get 2 actions. Increased happiness, I played that card. I'm going to activate this city and get 2 ore. And then I'm going to activate this city and get 2 more ore.
Okay.
And that's all my actions. So this goes down.
So I have 3 actions left. Okay, I'm going to activate this city to take an ore and a wood. I'm going to activate this city to take 2 ore, and then I'm going to build my wonder.
Wow.
It costs
everything.
7 ore. I have 6, so I'm going to spend 6 and then 1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
It costs 3 wood, so here's 2 wood and a gold, and it costs 2 food, and it costs all of these, 5 of these.
And where are you building it? Which city are you activating to build it?
The one in the mountains,
Oh.
which I guess technically turns it to neutral because I activated it to collect resources as well.
Yes, now it is.
Right, so I build the thing, but then by activating it a second time, it will become unhappy.
Right, I think that's correct.
Or whatever.
We're going with
neutral.
that. Yep.
I would built the Great Pyramid.
And what happens now that you own those? Anything
Probably
special?
nothing.
That's the one that gets
I
you...
win ties.
No, that one gets you extra points. Its special thing is it's not worth 4 points, it's worth 5 points.
It is worth 5 points, and I win ties at the end of the game.
All right, I think you should put your card here, though, so that it can be more visible. This is where we're putting our scoring things.
Great.
And yeah. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to research. I'm going to take this, and that's going to cost me 2 ideas. I'm going to put it down here, which gets me an idea and a culture token. You have 4, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18. So you're sitting on 9 research points. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I'm also sitting on, I have 19. So if I can get, all I'm going to benefit is from getting 1 more of those. It will get me 1 point. I don't know what objectives you have. But you poor-mouthed it the whole time, which means I'm assuming you don't have any great objectives. I only get 2 more actions, right? Yeah, I researched. And if I do another research action, I'm going to trigger an event which might do some horrible, horrible thing.
Who knows?
So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm still not going to attack you. But I will attack them. 1. 2.
So that's all of your actions.
Yeah, but that triggers a fight.
End in the war.
We're going to end with a war. Just this, the title of this game.
Right?
Yeah, and I do have steel. Well, I don't have steel weapons. I don't have a jack. So, and I'm trying to see here if defending a city, no. And that's the only action card I have left. So I'm not sure if I did the right thing here, but you know what? It feels pretty good.
You know, this was the game of
That
fighting.
feels even better.
I rolled a 1, so
I
as
defeated
usual.
them. I get 2 gold because I killed the army and I defeated the city. But now the city becomes mine again. You know what? Do I have other cities? Did I
don't
toss
know.
my other city?
I tossed you a token at some point, but you did make. There's more than 3.
Yeah, there's more than 3. I think I've been throwing them into the wrong
Probably just ended up in the
pile.
wrong place.
All right. Well,
Hey, do you want to just make it mine? Just instead, for fun?
yeah, sure. Here, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna make it a market. Okay. And it's just gonna go there.
That's
for
your
now.
city now.
And I don't know. It is my city though.
I believe you.
And that is my 3rd action, so that ends the game. So now we go into our final status phase. Can you complete any objectives?
Not 1.
I can complete 3.
Jeez. Okay.
Science, status phase. You have all 4 science advances.
Yep. I would have done that too.
Enlightened. You have all 4 education advances.
Great.
I do. Finally, status phase. You have at least 5 ore resources. I do. You must pay 2 to complete the objective.
Sure.
So that puts me into 8. Now we count up the pieces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I have 8, 10, 12, 14. And then I have no wonders. 16 because of this piece.
Mm-hmm.
And then I count up all my things. I have 1 and divided by 2. Well, no, they're actually worth a half point. You don't round up. So I have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and a half is where I think is what I have. See if you beat that.
I don't. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and a half.
23 and a half to 19 and a half doesn't seem as bad as it felt like you got the beat down.
It felt rough. It felt way worse than that.
I felt like this is what destroyed.
Oh, I was fine with any of that.
I'm just saying, I think it set you back some
maybe, but you had to equal actions to counter it.
And I
all.
also suffered at the hands of the barbarians.
Yeah,
which cost me.
I think this is what cost me. You completed 4 objectives. I didn't get a single one, and that's because I had immediately after founding a city 5 spaces away from your home base.
Yeah. You should have told me you were going to do that. We could have made a deal.
And if you have a city at least 5 spaces away from your home.
Oh, man.
Both of them, so undoable.
I stopped you from getting those, though.
If you have at least 6 cities, that became undoable pretty early on.
Yeah.
Then I had this one that you had to have 2 trading routes using ships. So I would have had to build 2 ships, then sail them into your territory. So that was pretty undoable. And then have at least 4 cities. This is the one that I was trying to see if I could complete
by games.
But I ran out of turns and it was way more valuable to get the 5 points for this than 2 points for this. But have at least 4 cities with no adjacent cities. So I was just literally going to found 1 more city here and then it would have been 4 with no adjacent enemy cities. Sorry.
Right.
But yeah, not a single one of those completable for me.
Yeah. Now, do you feel like if we had gone 2 more ages, obviously it would have given you a chance to do more stuff?
It would have given you a chance to do more stuff. I don't think... The thing was, I had 2 action cards here that allowed me to... One was draw 2 objective cards, and I can exchange one of my objectives for that. That would have been great, because I could have completed most of the ones that you completed just by drawing them over. So getting rid of one of these ones that was undoable for me, like the whole establish something 6 places.
And why didn't you do that?
Because it took an action, and as you saw, I hit my exact actions to build this in time.
Right.
And it cost me a culture token.
Oh, and did you just pick that up in the previous status phase?
I've had this for a while, but I needed 5 culture to build the pyramids.
Ah, yes.
So it couldn't afford to play it and didn't have the number of actions to play it. And then I also had 1, Spies, that allowed me to look at another player's actions, objectives, and wonders, and then swap one.
Okay. And why didn't you use that one?
It took an action. And it cost a culture token. So both of those were great actions that I wanted to take, but both would have prevented me from getting the pyramid and taking an action.
Yeah, so you're like, your action resource economy, while it seemed to me like you were just killing it here.
Other than I had 2 extra food at the end, so maybe I could have done 1 extra science. I basically needed every single action just to farm up the resources to get the pyramids built. And I didn't have neither an action nor resources left over to do anything else other than like from the beginning of round 2 of age 4, every single action was planned out exactly to get the pyramid built.
Yeah.
All 6 actions were taken.
Yeah. Well, I do think that building wonders in this game is definitely a time suck. and then you've got to hopefully you've got wonder that does something for you if you get it built early enough, or you got the best one for when you built it, which is the extra point was all you.
Yeah, if it was only a 4-point objective, then maybe using those 2 turns to do the 2 of these and trade with you to get one that I wanted and get a new one from the deck could have gotten me 4 points for only 2 actions instead of 6 actions.
And I guess if you had taken my city somehow from me, that was the biggest city.
Yeah.
You would have taken 2 points from me
And gained 2 points.
Yeah, so you'd have gotten 4, which would have made the difference in the game.
Yeah, I don't regret the warfare at the beginning of things.
I don't know.
I rolled really poorly, as is usual for me.
Yeah.
And again, it's partially I went that route because I looked at my objectives, and at that time I had 3 what I felt were uncompletable objectives.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew my only path to win was to either swap them out somehow, which I hadn't drawn these action cards yet, or take points from you to gain points for me.
And I played the game. After that, I felt like after that I had the upper hand as far as like I didn't have to do anything crazy. Mm-hmm. And I chose at that point to go for the things that I knew were going to give me a couple of points here and there, as opposed to swing big for the fences, like go for this, because I felt like I was going to end up being a little short if I went that route, as opposed to getting the short. I mean, this took a lot of work. And it was kind of boring to just.
But at the same time, it's 2 points there, and it's 2 points in getting 4 advancements.
It's one. Yeah, you're right.
4 half points. You know what I mean? So
I felt like that was the safe thing to do once I established my borders, and felt like at this point I had enough resources on the board that if you made a move towards me, I could at least stall you for long enough to switch back to war gear and use. That's why I had the draft and this. To just keep it just enough to. I just did.
If I had rolled better,
I
think that is the only thing.
I get it.
If I had rolled better
in this type of a game, you've already mentioned like 3 things that thing I would have if I did you not have fun. I'm sure it wasn't fun to roll crappily.
Oh yeah, rolling a 1 on 3 of my 4 wars was not great.
Got it.
But no, I mean I
definitely going to want a rematch.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And I mean, I'll avoid warfare like I try to most of the time, but
I had to do. I had to do that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you for that.
Sitting there and
worst thing, I should have probably sent. I should have known after I destroyed the city and this was so far away from me that they were going to have to go for you.
Right.
I should have just sent the warrior with the other ones, but I thought that was going to look even more aggressive, so I opted against it. But I mean, when 2 of my opening objective cards were found a city. 5 spaces away from your home city.
You could have told me, here's what I would have done if I were you. I would have said, look, man, I've got this one objective that all I need to do is establish. Once I establish it, you can take it from me.
But I couldn't even do it in the same turn.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is, I would have had to you wouldn't have told me about the second one.
But I mean, no, because the turn that I establish it, I cannot play colony that turn to win.
I get it, but that turn means I have to take that city, even by agreement, which you were going to let me take the city back from you. I still have to get a unit there to do it, and if I didn't do it on the exact turn,
I would have had to do it.
Then you could have done it on your very next turn again. No, the next turn would have been the next time you went. Not in the same.
No.
It says the same round.
No, new founder is immediately after founding a city 5 spaces from your starting location. So I could have argued that.
Boom.
Colony is to have a city at least 5 or more spaces away from your starting location, but it cannot be completed in the same age that you took new founder. So I would have had to take new founder here.
The third, and
then gone into the status phase and the next round.
Well, if anyone could pull something like that off, it would be you.
Yeah.
But I felt like that, and I'm telling you, we have a previous video where I swear it was you that did a similar thing, because it forced Super John, I believe, to attack you, and you didn't tell him why you were doing it.
That's very possible.
And I think he would have allowed you to do it, but that would have been your best bet here. But I'm not sure if it worked or not. I just expected the worst from you when you just, I'm just strolling my settlers.
I didn't even have the advancement where I could have suddenly flipped them to soldiers.
I wasn't even worried about that. I just thought you were going to plot. I thought you were setting that up for a future move that was going to be
was, but like four
attacking
turns over here.
me back door. But you might as well, if I could just spend one turn stopping you, why wouldn't I?
Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah, no, it's the right call.
Yeah, like that was Frodo and Sam just walking out of the Shire, and they got cut down by the
they did
by the riders.
Real short movie. Real short movie that way.
Well, I appreciate you playing with me nonetheless.
Yep.
That is Clash of Cultures Monumental Edition. The Mayans defeated the Chinese.
No.
Victory.
Victory indeed.
Victory is mine. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel.